if you want to learn how to make checkpoints that save when you reset or join the game, make sure to stay until the end of the video to find out. Also check the first link in the description for quality assets. So to start this off, we need to make a part, and you can resize it to be something like this, so similar to the spawn location, and then we need to rename it into a number. So put 1 and then 2, 3 and so on, then group it inside of a folder and rename this folder checkpoints. Okay, so now that we have these checkpoints, we're actually done with the workspace part, unless you want to have many more of these checkpoints, which you probably do want in your game. But after you're done with that, I will insert a script. I will quickly write the script and then explain it to you. Okay, so this is our script. And how this checkpoint system works is, if a player exits the game and he touched the checkpoint before that, then when the player rejoins, they will spawn at a checkpoint. So we use data store service for this, then we get the player data store, and then here's the function that handles the leader stats, because I made it so the checkpoint is actually leader stats, and then when you touch the part inside of the checkpoints, then you get the leader stats point, which is down here. So we can actually start from this. So for each part inside of the workspace and then the checkpoints folder, and then we get all the parts inside of the folder. If the part is touched, then we get the thing that hit it, which is probably a leg or a body part inside the character, and then we get the player. We use game.players to get player from character, and then put hit.parent, because hit.parent is the player's character, and then we just get the checkpoints inside the leader stats. And be sure to put .value before, otherwise it won't work. And then put the part.name, so that's the reason why we renamed the parts with the numbers. Okay, then up here, so when the player joins the game, first we trigger this function, but I'll explain that later. Then we get the character, and we get the checkpoint, so the player.leaderStats and the checkpoint.value. Then we know what checkpoint on was the player last time they played. Then we get the character and the its humanoid root part. We get the C-frame, and then just put it to the C-frame of the checkpoint. And then I put also the vector3.new, so this just makes the player go up 3 studs so they don't glitch inside the floor. And this is the important part. The C-frame will be same as to workspace.checkpoints, and we find the first child, which is a part inside of this folder, and this checkpoint is what we wrote here. And then so this value, for example, if we go to the checkpoint 1, so this value will be equal to 1, so it will be equal to 1, and then we need to find the part that is named 1 inside of the folder. Okay, so now for this onPlayerAdded function, first we make a leader stats, which is just a folder, so instant.new and then make a folder, and then I renamed it to leader stats, and this is important, so it needs to be renamed to leader stats if you want it to show on the side of the screen. If not, you can just put something else, and then its parent is the player. And then we make an int value, rename it to checkpoint, parent it to the leader stats, and put its value to 0. Of course, if you put the value to 1, the player will teleport to the first checkpoint or whichever number you put here. And then down here, this whole part is basically just data saving. So if you want to know how this works, I have a whole video explaining it, so I suggest going to watch that, because this is pretty similar. And then this part just triggers the player removing, so we know what we need to save. And one more thing, we need to put task.wait here, and I will put like 3 seconds, so we can just give the game time to load. So I've already been on the checkpoint 3, and as you can see, it spawned me here. And if I go to the checkpoint 2, and then we rejoin the game, and as you can see, it teleports me to the checkpoint 2. But now one more thing, if I reset, it spawns me here, so we need to fix that so it spawns me on the actual checkpoint. So I made some changes to this whole function. When the player dies, we wait a few seconds for it to load, and then it just teleports him to the checkpoint, and this is for when the player joins. Okay, and as you can see, I landed in at the checkpoint, and if I reset myself, or if I actually die, I respawn right back here at the checkpoint. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can watch another one on the screen, and leave a like and subscribe, and also join the Discord down below. Thanks for watching.